Your history's been taken away from you. So the deal of it is that the biggest problem that we have as a people, we don't read books.
That's right.
So what you need to start doing is pick up a book instead of looking at television, listen and go out and check people out. Look at the history of what was in the past and bring it to the present. And the future will be bright for us all. So that's what's important here. Keep your eyes on the prize. Don't lose your identity of who you are. I mean, everybody's young, you know, there's music. But the real music is what started all of this. You have to go back to your roots and have to pick that up so that you know exactly where you're going. Because if you don't know where you're going, you're going to be lost. And you're going to be asking people, you know, where is this and where is that. But you should know what you should be doing. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And that's what it's all about.
And don't be afraid to fail. Because I'm going to tell you something, failure is really good for you. To be honest with you, it helps build character and motivation. So, I mean, just to give you a little brief rundown on myself, I started out way back in the days with the going in abandoned buildings, getting mattresses out the abandoned buildings, bringing them to the block, flipping on the street, teaching people how to flip. And true story, Charlie King heard about me. And he said, who's this guy that can flip, man? It's so good, everybody talking about. He said, that's that little guy right there. And he came over, he said, can you flip? I said, man, stand on that sidewalk and be amazed. And I told him, I was 12 years old, and I told him this because I put in the work though. 6 o'clock every morning faithfully, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every single day. I was practicing because I wanted to be the best. So when he seen me flip, man, he said, wow, in gymnastics, I don't know if you guys are familiar with gymnastics, but it's called a C move. It's a front step out, front tummy with a step out, round up, back and swing pike, back and swing pike, back and swing double. I did that on concrete. He said, man, you're incredible. He said, anybody else can flip like you? I said, well, they're not as good as me. I wasn't being, I mean, I was cocky, but I was nice. And I knew I was nice, and I put the work in.
Conceited.
When you put the work in, I mean, come on. I wasn't going to let nobody take that from me. I wanted to be the best. So, he asked to meet my mom's, and he gave me a contract. And that's when I became the leader of the King Charles Street, the second unit. The guys that you see on television for years playing basketball on unicycles, I became the leader of the second unit. And we got a chance to tour and did a lot of stuff and whatever. And then after that, I got into music. And then released a song called Party Rap in 1983. And y'all know the guy that, he became world famous. He was my DJ. He did the scratching on Party Rap. His name is Larry Davis, the same guy that shouted out with the cops.
That was my junior high school friend. He used to live in my area.
Yeah, he was my DJ, and when I did American Gangster, the television series with Barry Michael Cooper, I did the PA work on the show, and I was also the interview on the show. And you know, Larry was a real talented guy. God bless him. He's really talented. I mean, he really was.
Rest in peace.
He was very talented. After I did that, the aired, American Gangster aired the third season. It was the biggest rating in television history, the third season, during that time slot. The biggest. And after that, that's when I met this young lady, because they gave me my own television show on 42nd Street. The Robbie Goins show, had my name in lights. You know, I was bugging then when I see that. I was like, oh, shit. So I was bugging, but yeah, that was a beautiful thing. And I went on to do the second casting for American Gangster, the movie with Denzel Washington, Russell Crowe. Then Sorry Haters with Robert Wright Penn. I did the soundtrack to that and appeared in that as well. And now we're doing films with New Image and Millennium Films. We're doing 6 different movies, and remember I told y'all, somebody's always watching. Somebody's always watching. So you don't never know who's going to be in the audience. Princess does a fantastic job bringing out the acts and stuff. And Paul does a fantastic job in giving back some knowledge. DJ Mike spins some awesome music that brings us back in time to where we you know, had a happy moment or a sad moment, whatever. We got Kamal, Imani from Bless the Mic. He's here faithfully with KO every week, doing his thing, recording, editing. The man is multi-talented. We got John Preston in the building. He also help out. He's a accomplished singer. He toured the world with Raes. We had that big hit, Jimmy Doo, Run, Run, Run. That big smash hit.
Yep.
That's John Presley over there. If y'all could just face the cameras over there. That's John.
Legendary.
And,
it's legendary.
oh my God, that guy is legendary.
Yes, indeed.
We have different people come through. Week before last, Jesse D from the Force of Beast came through. We was doing a little reminiscence.
A little bit of harmony, yeah, we were playing it out.
Reggie Wells came through, and also some other movie directors, film directors, and producers, and a couple of, well, a billionaire came here too, and sat right there. And we invite people all the time to come out and support because they like what we're doing here. We try to give a platform for unsigned artists to do their thing, you know, showcase their talent, and then I have people come through to look at these artists, and if they see something they like, put them in the movies, put them on television, sign them up, do something, give back in the community. So we got together,
That's
myself, Paul, Mike, Raes, Savannah Raes, and we decided to, you know, make this possible here. So I just want to thank you guys for telling everybody to come out to Savannah Raes on 124th Street, 2070, Adam Clayton Power Boulevard. Every Thursday from 6 until we come out. Princess Lita, she does her thing. She is so on point. She's a lovely host, and I'm not blowing smoke up her butt. It's just what it is, and she do her thing. She do her thing, and we're very proud to have her. And tell all your friends. Tell all your friends. Bring a whole bunch of people. We got man Chiba. He comes faithfully, man. With with some talent, man, and he comes all the way from Connecticut.
So. Yeah, they're not gonna believe who walks in here.
This guy's phenomenal.
Yeah, you'd be shocked. Like there was
phenomenal.
There was a gentleman here tonight. I mean, off the chain. He works with Beyonce and Jay-Z, and y'all wouldn't have even never known he was sitting in here.
He was sitting right in there.
Sitting right over here, right behind us, while we were sitting there listening to the doctor over there.
For the doctor, while he was doing his
he had no clue.
His puppet show. Yeah. So that's a beautiful thing.
They were blown away.
But do me a favor, you guys go to www.gotorecordsinc.com. Try to keep you updated what's going on. Got a lot of things coming for 2019. We just want to, you know, just tell everybody keep going, keep doing what you're doing. Don't ever stop.
See, that's the whole thing. We all need a platform to stand on. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's never a point where that you should, how you say, do less of whatever it is that you're doing. That's not the effort of what you need to be doing. Always show up and show out. That's what it's all about. You know, you got a talent, don't waste it on foolishness. Don't let yourself get in any kind of trouble. Don't find yourself on the wrong side of things. Always find yourself on the winning side of everything that you'll ever do. And before you start speaking and talking, think about it first before you put it out there. Because sometimes when you put something out there, you can't take it back. You could try to make amends on everything that you could possibly do. But if it ain't necessary, then try to do your best to always be the best that you can be.
So Paul, tell us a little bit about what's coming on your show.
Well, right now, we're talking about 96.9 Music Buff Radio, FM dial, brick and mortar building. We just got a new place. And we're in the process of having the Paul Brown show that's going to be dealing with a bunch of celebrities similar to Dr. Khalil Ali. I mean, I look at her as a great role model. And it can't get no better than that to be in two worlds at once. I'm involved in doing talk show radio. It happened on the ideals of me having a tragic brain injury about 2.5 years ago. They told me that it wasn't possible that I would be able to do the things I'm doing today. But God has the last answer. No one else can tell you what you can do and what you can't do. So He allowed
Give applause, that's right.
with you guys to share, to share this strong story. And out of that deal of me talking on this radio talk show, which got me started on doing talk show radio, I told them about what happened to me, and then I told them about two other my other friends that basically had got ill, and they could no longer perform the way that they want to, so they dropped them. So the deal of it is that when these people get sick, they have no Medicare, they have no homes. And this is not what we were trying to promote and push. The main things are what happen when these type of situations happen. You have to have some form of insurance so that you can take care of your family and be able to have housing and everything that's there. So what I did was I got together and started talking about this situation because there was one of my dear friends who's no longer with us. I know y'all know who Colonel Abrams is, right? And for those of you who don't know who he is, you need to look up and Google him and check him out because he was an awesome brother.
Well, we got his brother in the house to eat.
We sure do.
Brother fixed.
Sit right there.
Turn the camera so he eat.
Yeah.
That's his brother right there.
Yeah.
So he got a lot of talent that's in the building.
Him and a few others that have passed on. Everybody from George Duke down to, I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, there's so many of them that have left us. But the deal of it was that the ones that are still here and they're ill, the deal of what I wanted to do was to create an insurance policy for all artists that have a body of work. And with that body of work, it allowed you to be able to, collect on all that hard work that you've done. Some industry people, they like to take away what it is that you have, that you work hard for. But if you know your business, and that's why I told you to read a book, you will know what you can do and what you can't do. And if you feel as though you need to take a shortcut by, dealing with sacrifice and gravy, that's not the thing to do. If it takes you a little bit longer to achieve your goal, work at it, but you create your own. That way, when it's time for you to get paid, you'll get paid properly so you can take care of your family.
But not only that, don't be scared to ask questions. If you don't know something, the worst thing you can do is, if you don't know something about this industry, ask. Ask a question. I mean, there's a lot of people that's talented, but they don't know this business. They don't know this business.
That's why
I've been in this business a long time, and they do not know this business. They think they know this business. They don't.
What we're offering
They don't know this business. So ask questions. You got a lot of people.
What we're offering you today is an opportunity in a place where you can freely express yourself in music and performance. Okay?
And network.
And network with others. Learn from others, because this is how you're going to pick up. I'm telling you the truth. In order for you to learn all the things that you need to learn, you have to watch other people pick up, learn, exchange information. Don't be afraid, because one way or another, if you do what you're supposed to do, you'll make it. That's the whole deal of it right there. But if you sit back and you knocking other people and wasting time talking about this one and that one, you only defeating the purpose for yourself.
So we're gonna give it over back to Princess, and Princess, you're gonna be up the next act. We thank you for coming out again, and
yes,
we're giving it back to Princess Lanita.
Thank you, guys.